What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas yesterday. I know we did. We got to spend some time at home, which is kind of rare for us during the holidays. So it's been nice to spend some time at home. And like I kind of mentioned in the last video, you know, this is the time of year where I always get to think back on the 2024 season or the year that it has been. And that's what we're going to talk about here today was, or we're going to talk about, that's not proper grammar. That didn't sound right. We're going to talk about here today is the best events of the 2024 season. You know, the best events for Major League Fishing or for the bass fishing industry. You know, there was a few events that were definitely highlights this year. You know, not necessarily ones I did the best in, but they were super cool events for the entire industry, for Major League Fishing. And we're definitely going to highlight the ones that were my favorites, the ones that I did the best in, or, you know, the ones that I had the most fun at, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of dive in, do a little bit of a season recap, and tell you guys, talk about some of my favorite tournaments from the 2024 season. Okay, so it's hard to believe the 2024 is over already, but it is, and it is. We are fully focused on 2025 and getting everything geared up and ready to go. We got the boat just about finished, so I know all you guys have been in the comments wondering what the wrap's looking like. Well, the boat's officially finished. We're going to be dropping the wrap reveal video here real soon, so you guys are going to make sure you stay tuned to the channel to pick that up. But reflecting on the 2024 season, man, it was a great year. We had another great season on the Bass Pro Tour. We finished up 9th in the points, so a great season. Made us good bit of money, cashed some good checks. We brought home a team series win. So for me, that's probably the highlight of the year. Really, the team series in general for Major League Fishing was an extreme high point in the year. So Spencer and I were able to take home the first team series championship. What was it? The Challenge Cup. We brought home the Challenge Cup in August, and it was in Erie, Pennsylvania, a place that I'm very familiar with. And man, it was just a special week. So for me, that's number one on the list. That was the highlight of the year, was winning the first ever two-man team series event with Major League Fishing. But in general, the Major League Fishing team series events, that, you know, there was 4 of them throughout the August through November. That was a highlight of the entire tournament industry this year. That team series was a huge hit. I'd be curious your guys' opinion, so make sure you drop in the comments what you really thought about the team series. But as far as I seen and heard and talking with everybody loved it, enjoyed it. I know all the anglers enjoyed fishing it, so it was a big hit, and man, it was a lot of fun. And I'm excited to see where that goes into the future. You know, I feel like Major League Fishing has recognized that it was a big hit, and they're going to put some more resources, some more effort into it next year, and it may just get better and better. So that's something that I'm extremely excited about heading into the future. But number one on the list for me, highlights of the 2024 tournament season, definitely the team series, you know, obviously winning it, but just in general, it was a great hit for Major League Fishing. So next up, number 2 on the list, kind of has to be Heavy Hitters Tournament. I mean, that was, it came at a time where, you know, there was a little bit of drama going on in the industry. There was people complaining about forward-facing sonar and all this kind of stuff. And then Heavy Hitters happened, and like the whole industry kind of came to a stop. You know, it was a perfect old school Florida fishing, heavy grass, braided line, you know, frog fishing. I caught them all flipping. You know, I did well in Heavy Hitters, so I didn't really get to experience it as a fan as far as watching the event till after it. You know, I got to go back and watch some of the footage, but I was so involved and focused on trying to win that tournament that I didn't get to experience it as much as a lot of you guys, the fans of the sport, did And it was a special tournament. You know, amazing camera work, awesome, you know, blow-ups, awesome. Keith Poche driving a boat up a creek and about wrecking his boat. I mean, it was just a cool tournament overall. And it doesn't help for me that I finished third place and caught them all punching, you know, heavy hydrilla and had a great time fishing. So it was a lot of fun for me to fish and do well in that event. That was my first heavy hitters experience. So that was just a great week, great tournament. And it was great for the industry at that time, you know, just to kind of, obviously we're fishing out of Major League Fishing boats for that event. They were equipped with active target, but it was not a player at all that week. You turned them off. You just got fishing old school. And it came at a time where the industry really needed it. And that was a good timing for sure. So number 3 on the list, this is kind of a personal highlight of the year. That's going to be the St. Lawrence River. Man, that was an awesome event. I caught so many big smallmouth. It was my biggest day of the year. I think the biggest day in my Bass Pro Tour career, because I guess this is the first year that I got to fish with the Every Fish Counts format. So I caught 113 pounds the first day of that event. All smallmouth. Caught every single one of them on a jerkbait too, bait cast rod, 15-pound line. I mean, it's just awesome. Awesome day of fishing, and those days don't come around very often. So that event was super fun to fish. So kind of like I said, this is almost like a selfish note. That one was on me. Like, that one is special to me because I got to fish it. I got to catch them. I'm sure you guys enjoyed and loved watching that event as it went on, but there were so many big smallmouth caught, and I had a lot of fun. That was one of the easiest events of the year for me. I hate to say any event is easy, but once that event started, you know, practice was not easy, don't get me wrong, you know, but once I kind of figured out a little deal, the tournament just went so smoothly. Each day, everything just kind of flowed really easy. You know, really after the first period of the first day, I really just got to start expanding on new water and just fished all new stuff, you know, kind of as the event went on. Ultimately, I was saving it up for the championship round, but that day didn't quite go my way, so we didn't get the win. But overall, it was a great week, super fun tournament. And St. Lawrence is a special place to me, so that event stands out to me. All right, I got one more on the list from this season that's kind of special to me, and that would be the Santee Cooper event. So that was a super cool tournament. I think is the best finish I had on the Bass Pro Tour season, if you're not counting heavy hitters. I finished 4th place at Santee Cooper, but I caught some big fish. I caught an 8-pounder on the final day. I think I got big bass at the final day, which is worth a little extra money. We had a crazy incident happen with my prop. I'm sure you guys seen the video of that where the prop flew up in the air. I mean, it was just a cool event being at Santee Cooper. My first time at Santee Cooper, kind of a famed fishery I'd never been to before. And that was one I was a little bit worried about when the schedule came out. So I was kind of proud of myself to go there to a new fishery. Again, turn the forward-facing sonar, turn the electronics off, just fish old school with a lipless crankbait, the hammer trap, and a chatterbait. Caught the bulk of the fish for me that week. So awesome tournament at Santee Cooper. Caught some big fish, caught some quality fish, and had a great time at Santee Cooper. So that event definitely sticks out to me. One more. I got to give an honorable mention to the Chowan River. That event was special, mainly because of the fans. You know, that event, it was, there's never been a major tournament there. It was fresh, it was new. We got to go to a new fishery and break things down. You know, I didn't get a chance to get out there and pre-practice. So the first day of practice, I launched my boat there, was the first time I'd ever seen that fishery. And that was a lot of fun, just breaking down a brand new body of water I'd never been to and figuring things out. And ultimately had another top 10 finish there. You know, the roommate buddy, Drew Gill, ended up winning that tournament, fishing pretty similar. It was awesome to see how that tournament played out. And, you know, like I mentioned to start, all of the fans. The fans showed out. The town of Edenton showed out, and it was a big party there to have us, and that was super cool to see that. So that's definitely a highlight of the season for me. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Curious, like I said, make sure you drop in the comments down below what your highlights were, if you agree, disagree, all that kind of good stuff. What you think of the team series, make sure you leave that in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys. As always, leave the likes, comments, good stuff, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.